much too good, I'm sure. Don't you be afraid of him if he should visit you. He's a great big coward.
Hi Gemini, welcome to the October 2018 reading for you guys. Sorry it's late, just a lot of shit going on. So welcome, and hopefully you enjoy my little altar that I have set up for you. So I've got this white candle here for, there's wax. I've got this white candle for light and the black candle for dark. So you guys, I'm going to really enjoy doing this reading for you guys because you know how Pisces and Gemini and Libra are all dual signs. So we really understand this whole duality that exists between masculine, feminine, you know, light and dark. So yeah, I just thought it was really interesting though that we have a significantly less amount of light than we do dark. My dark candle all month long has been really strong in the videos, and the light candle has just been going through it, you know. So I know that we're headed into a time period of shadow. We're headed into fall, most of us anyways, where I live, you know, Michigan and stuff. And we're headed into Halloween and Scorpio season. So we're very much headed into the dark, you know what I mean? We're even in the dark half of the zodiac wheel, right? Libra through Pisces would be the dark half of this, because it's just dark times, which I don't mind. I actually work way better in those realms. I'm totally a dark sider myself, but you know, I definitely have light too. I just love the moon, and I love nighttime, and I love mysteriousness. So yeah, definitely kind of a dual agent. I work for the light and the dark, and I illuminate both, okay? So yeah, we've got some symbolism going on here with less light and more darkness. Like the dark is so strong right now. And yeah, I wanted to mention that to you guys because you're a dual sign too. So this air Libra dual energy, I feel like this time of year always does something to Gemini and Pisces, but mostly you, Gemini, because Libra is both an air sign and a dual sign, just like you. So this energy is very relatable. Now, this is a time of year where Pisces and Gemini really have to make sure that they're opposite side. Like I have a fish, two fish, you have two humans, right? Two twins. So that dark twin, that light twin, it needs to be balanced right now, Gemini. So Libra is your 5th house, and Scorpio is your 6th house. So we've got some energy this month about your happiness, even romance, soulmates, creativity, expression. That's moving into a more serious house of lifestyle. Scorpios are very serious. So I don't know if your lifestyle is going to be transforming at the end of the month or whatever. But just know Scorpio represents the transformation of your routine, the transformation of your lifestyle. And Libra represents fun energy for you, right? It represents creativity and expression and soulmates, children, whatever. So 5th house, 6th house energy. So yeah, Gemini, I think that's really it. I've got 3 different decks this month. I'm using the Wisdom of the House of Night for dark. I'm using Indigo Angel for light. And then regular tarot Rider Waite for clarification. And I've got 3 rows here. So beginning of October, middle of October, this is kind of where we are now. And then the future, end of October. So this could be past, present, and future for some of you, or beginning, middle, and end of October. Apply it however. But I've got 3 different cards, 3 different rows to talk to you about. So let's head into the past. Now this could have been the beginning of October. This could have been 8 years ago, whatever. But we have the card Fulfillment coming out. Gemini, your fulfillment at the beginning of October or at some point in the past was the glass half empty or half full. Pessimism, optimism. Maybe you're just kind of doing both because you're a dual sign. To me, this is the Ace of Cups, though, Gemini. So this is love, all right? How fulfilled are you feeling? Now, for some of you, this is straight up wine, which is cool, too. But this is a glass filled with something, filled with whatever fulfills you. So if red wine fulfills you, is the glass half full or half empty? If Taco Bell fulfills you, is the glass half full or half empty? Okay, this is whatever fulfills you. This is coming up at the beginning of October. So it was really important to clarify your fulfillment in your love life, in your friendships, in all relationships, because it's Libra season, okay? All of us were kind of low-key focused on our fulfillment in our relationships, okay? Now, this could be a new love for some of you guys at the beginning of October or in the past. There could have been something that fulfilled you. But let's go ahead and talk about the card that came out with that. These two oracle cards here. We have shielding Gemini. So for straight up, some of you guys came into October really shielding yourself from certain love. Some of you guys are literally trying to stop drinking because we have shielding in this glass of wine. So I feel like some of you guys are really trying to sober up, shield yourself from toxic poisons. But others of you guys are being air signs, you're being detached, and you're shielding yourself from fulfillment. So this could be love for some of you. For others of you, this is like shielding yourself from other things that fulfill you. So the shielding card is one of my favorite cards in the Indigo Angel deck because it talks about protection. So some of you guys are being protected from poison. At the beginning, it's interesting. I don't ever read these cards like that, but shielding and fulfillment. Some of you guys are really being protected by the angels this month against toxic lovers or someone who poisoned the water hole, you know. So you guys might be shielding yourself from love and fulfillment coming into October, or maybe that was just something you were doing in the past, Gemini. But shielding is a highly, so you were protecting yourself from something coming into October, okay? You were really, really protective. You had kind of a shield up, and I don't blame you, Gemini. I feel like if you're doing this, there's a reason for it, because you guys are really able to pick up on mental toxicity. So if you feel a reason, or if you feel the need to protect yourself from something, I say always do it. We even have the angels kind of casting this white light around you. So you entered October with a white light surrounding you, Gemini, okay? And maybe this was something that used to fulfill you that didn't anymore. It is the number 20. So tomorrow, this video will be up by October 20th. So October 20th, it might be when you guys shield yourself from something like this. That might be the day that you say, nah, I don't want to go out and drink. You know, I've just been drinking too much lately. I do see for some of you that is coming up. Now, this could be someone else you're dealing with too. Someone else you're dealing with may have like a drinking issue that you're trying to shield yourself from. But I also feel that this is way bigger than that. I just feel like that you feel the need to protect yourself from something poisonous at the beginning of October. Maybe some of you guys are trying to protect or shield yourself from something that used to fulfill you. I'm not sure here, Gemini. And the reason I'm not sure is because the card clarifying this energy is the moon, which is a card that comes up for me when something is hidden. So something in this reading is hidden. Taurus got the moon card as well. So you could be dealing with Taurus energy. So yeah, this is something that's hidden. This is something intuitive. So you were shielding yourself intuitively from something, Gemini. This is some sort of hidden fulfillment. So this is something behind. This is some shadow stuff. So the dark side of you knew. Alright, now you could be dealing with a Pisces. This is a Pisces card. Or the full moon in Taurus is coming up, or the new moon in Libra. But the moon comes up for deception, illusion, shadow work, emotion. You want to follow maybe you were following your intuition. Maybe your moon sign is coming up here, Gemini, if you guys know your moon signs. But yeah, there was something hidden here that you were shielding yourself from. Maybe you were shielding yourself from a Pisces. Maybe you're shielding yourself from a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Maybe you're shielding yourself from emotional fulfillment, Gemini. Now, for some of you, the universe is shielding you from something. But for others of you, you're actually blocking yourself off from some sort of fulfillment emotionally. But I really feel that this was meant to happen. This is in your past, okay? Some sort of Pisces from the past. Maybe a hidden addiction or hidden toxicity. But you're shielding yourself from it either way. Now, this is your soul too, Gemini. Your soul is coming up here. So soul, your fulfillment at a soul level. Your soul's fulfillment. This was something you were trying to summon coming into October. But you are shielding yourself from dark forces. You're shielding yourself from lies and illusions. So this is interesting, Gemini. We may come back to this message, but I just feel that some of you guys are secretly shielding yourself from fulfillment or love. Because to me, the fulfillment card is about love, okay? So I'm not sure if that's in your relationships or at your job, but please apply that however it goes for you. Because that was in the past, okay? And we might come back to that. So let's move on to the present moment, Gemini. We have the invisible card. So now we've got two energies talking about shadow and moon. So I think you guys are really just kind of staying low-key in October, which is smart because you guys know what's going down right now as far as like planets and energy and shit. you subconsciously know, okay? And also, you could be getting ready for that moon in your 12th house. Hello, moon in Taurus at the end of the month, 12th house full moon, lots of subconscious shit coming up. So pay attention to your dreams. So you guys are covered by the shadows this month. And it was interesting. I did Taurus's video in the light, and I knew by the time I did your video that it would be kind of dark. So that just tells me that Gemini is headed into a dark area, which is not scary or evil. It's just you're headed into the hidden realms. And look, invisible is coming up here with the moon. So maybe there's just certain feelings you're keeping on the down low, certain relationships, that there's invisible qualities here. We do have the 16. So maybe October 16th, a few days ago, was important. Maybe the number 7, 6 plus 1. So there could be certain invisible relationships. This talks about people who don't fit in. This came up for Aquarius, and I think it came up for Pisces too. So certain zodiacs right now are just really going beneath the scenes, okay? We're like in different worlds, different realms. Gemini, you could be hanging out in a like kind of an alternate reality right now. But yeah, this is your present moment. So whenever you find yourself watching this video, this card best describes your present moment. So right now, Gemini, you're doing something in the shadows. It might be best right now in your present moment to just kind of hang out and watch and observe and not really involve yourself too much in physical, emotional, mental, spiritual life. Like you might just literally need to like just kind of be invisible. Hang out in the shadows and just watch, okay? Because this talks about staying in the shadows. So this might be maybe you need to keep something a secret in your present moment and maybe not speak about it just yet, Gemini. Maybe not. But yeah, your present moment, you're kind of just invisible. Maybe people are wondering where you are, okay? Because at the beginning of October, you were kind of shielding yourself from the shadows. But now in your present moment, you have embraced those shadows and you're kind of in a different realm right now. Now, this could have to do with relationships for some of you because we do have the 16, 6 plus 1 is 7. So you could just be feeling a little bit invisible in your relationships. Maybe there's a secret romance going on here. I did feel secret romance with the moon and fulfillment. So there is some kind of secret feelings that Gemini is having this month in October. So we're going to have to look more into that. But the card that came out with that is compassion. So invisible compassion, huh? There's just some shadow love going on here. This is your dark energy coming through, Gemini, which I love to see. Because this is the time of year when Pisces, Gemini, and Libra allow their dark side and their light side to dance together, right? So we do have invisible compassion. So there could be some kind of hidden compassion that you're feeling in your present moment towards a person, place, or thing. We do have two people here kind of dancing and two angels embracing each other. So yeah, Gemini, there's some, beneath the surface, there is some sort of hidden compassion that you have for a person, a place, or thing. And you guys are going to know what that is because you are you, okay? So, and it's also a secret. So there's certain things that just can't be said right now. There's certain things that can't be illuminated. And that's because you're going through a 12th house full moon. So when you go through a 12th house full moon, you are literally a very hidden force in the universe. So you can do certain things in your dreams and never be found out. You can pick up on certain things intuitively and just kind of be a master of the shadows. So yeah, there's some kind of hidden secret lover here or just hidden compassion that you have for a person. Maybe you're hiding the compassion you feel for someone, Gemini, because I see the moon in fulfillment. So you have your guard up this month, Gemini, especially towards love. So enjoy Scorpio season while it lasts, because once we head into Sagittarius, good luck, because then that's all about your relationships. So you've got about another month to shield from this love and to shield from this fulfillment. But some of you guys have secret feelings for someone, and you're trying your best to block that out. You're trying your best to remain detached, but it's still coming up here. Now, beginning and the middle of October features some sort of hidden feeling that you're trying to kind of protect yourself from, in invisible compassion. Okay? Now, the card that we have coming out to clarify invisible compassion is the 5 of Cups. So we have some conflict here. The reason why Gemini is shielding themselves from emotion, from fulfillment, is because the past. In the past, something didn't work out. In the past, something, you're regretting something in your present moment. So this is you looking back at this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or emotion. These 3 cups have knocked over. Okay? This is the card of emotional conflict. So you're conflicted about something emotionally that has to do with your past and your future. It makes sense because this is your present moment. You're standing in the middle of what happened and what's about to happen. What's gone and what still remains. So this is a card of regret. You could even be feeling a little bit of depression. Now this might be because of the absence of someone, okay? Because we have invisible compassion. So you feel something for somebody, but their physical body may not be present. So yeah, we have you a little bit depressed in your present moment. This is you right now, Gemini, whenever you're watching. And these 3 cups to me could be the past or the beginning of October, where you shielded yourself from some sort of love because of your shadow side, and maybe that was meant to be or whatever, but you could just be regretting it a little bit. This is definitely a relationship from the past for some of you that, you know, there are those 2 cups still behind you. So there is still a chance to reconcile with a person, place, or thing. There is still love in this situation, love and compassion, but it's just invisible to you. You can't see love right now, Gemini, and I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because Venus is in Scorpio. So a lot of us can't see love right now. I'm not sure. But if you were to just turn around, Gemini, you will see the love that still remains, okay? Don't be very careful in your present moment not to allow your dark side to take completely over, okay? Because we do have some dark energy coming up here. And this could definitely be, you know, you just kind of reminiscing on a compassionate relationship from the past where there used to be compassion, but now it's kind of invisible. You can't see if somebody loves you for sure. And it's because, Gemini, you don't focus too much on the negative is what I was going to say to you. Try not to focus too much on the negative, because there is still love and compassion in a situation, even though it didn't work out in the past, okay? It could definitely work out in the future. But all you have to do is see the good with the bad, you know? Because that card is someone who's focusing. So your present moment, there's something you're focusing on right now, Gemini, and it's probably your dark emotion. Full moon in the 12th house could definitely bring up dark emotion that you need to release. Now get ready, because next month there's a full moon in Gemini. So that moon energy is already introducing itself to you, okay? So the present moment, there's something that you may regret. There's something that you may be mourning over. There's something that may have you depressed emotionally. But there's still compassion in the situation, but you are shielding yourself from compassion. So maybe you're just enjoying this darker emo energy right now, Gemini. I am not here to tell you guys what to do. I just see that there's some sort of invisible fulfillment. And so I don't know. I don't think you guys are able to see the love right now. I don't think you're able to see or feel the love right now because your back is turned towards it and you're focused on the woe. But yeah, we have you shielding from compassion too. So you guys might be turning down love offers. You know, you might be shielding certain fulfillment. Maybe you're protected from false love offers right now. You know, I don't blame you, Gemini, because it's Venus retrograde. You know what I'm saying? And Venus retrograde can fuck people up. Just like I just told Taurus, Venus in retrograde is kind of like a cock blocker. A lot of us are starved for affection right now. But you, Gemini, you might just be mutable and chilling. You know, just changing your mind about certain things. But just be careful about your emotions, okay? Because we do have you overly focused on, some of you it's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that it didn't work out in the past with. But the thing is, whatever we focus on is what's going to grow, okay? So if there's something that knocked over, maybe it's a third party. Maybe in the past there were secrets. Maybe in the past there was cheating and lying and a third party that you found out about, whether it was you or the other person who was doing this. But yeah, there was some emotional lying, some emotional deception that went on. And even as an air sign, like, you really don't like that because you want honesty, communication, and clarity above all. And when someone lies to you about the way they feel, you know what I'm saying, then it just kind of messes everything up. And yeah, so it's causing you to turn your back on a reconciliation. Or maybe you guys are just kind of going through the feels right now and you're not able to see that love still stands behind you, okay? That's your present moment. So let's head into the future. So it's really interesting. We had a couple of reversals heading into your future. So in the future, or how you end October for some of you, you may just kind of end it a little upside down like the rest of us. A lot of us are ending October with chaos and confusion. For you, Gemini, it's really interesting. We have confidence, but it fell off the table in reverse. So something is going on with Gemini this month, or in your future where you're not going to be really feeling confident, okay? Because the card upright is straight up confidence. You know, the confidence to move forward. We've got this horse. We've got a couple horses in your reading. So this is like the confidence to be stable and to move forward. We have the 42 here. 4 plus 2 is 6. So this might be when Scorpio season gets into that lifestyle. We do have your lifestyle. So wow. I'm sorry, Gemini, that you have Scorpio as your 6th house, because that's really intense life. Like, Geminis all live very intense lifestyles because of that. The lifestyle of a Gemini is almost always dying and becoming reborn into something new. If you ever wonder why you live differently from time to time, like, you might live a certain way and then doop, like, you might go from vegan to like, nah, I'm gonna have like a pepperoni pizza tonight. Or you might, you know what I'm saying? Like, your whole lifestyle changes a lot, and that's because you're mutable, and that's also because your 6th house is ruled by Scorpio, so there's a constant death and rebirth going on in your lifestyle. That's going to come more to fruition at the end of October, moving into November, when the sun is in Scorpio. You're going to gain awareness of this. So it's really important that you're moving forward with confidence at the end of October, moving into your future. There's something that Gemini is just not feeling very confident about at the end of this month. And it may have to do with the depression in your present moment. It may have to do with the regret that you feel, okay? You know, the negativity that you're focused on. Maybe it's some sort of relationship. But at the beginning of the month, there was your intuition. And maybe you were shielding yourself from what you knew inside. Okay, I do feel like at the beginning of the month, you guys just kind of knew something, but you shielded yourself from it. And because of your intuition, you know, now in your future, there may just be a lack of confidence. Okay, guys? Now, the card that we have coming out with that is, you already know, Gemini. So, what I'm really getting from this is that you guys are not very confident with your intuition this month. Because we have, you already know. So, if you already know is in reverse, then there's something that you don't know, right? You don't already know. There's something that you don't know, but I think you do know it intuitively. You might not have the facts, you might not have the deep information that you want at the end of the month, but yeah, Gemini, you don't have confidence in something because you don't know. You end the month with a lack of confidence intuitively because you just can't see clearly. There's something that you don't already know. You know, you don't have confidence in a person, place, or thing because of the illusion that used to take place with them. You know, this is like someone who's with a cheater, and you don't know if they're going to be loyal to you, so you're not confident about that relationship. You're not confident about the direction in life that you're moving because of the past, because you just don't know. And Gemini, you're a very knowing energy. You are an air sign, so you have a lot of mental facts and stuff like that, but there's just something that you're not confident in moving into the future, ending October, because you don't already know it. And to me, that's a very strong energy of someone who isn't trusting their intuition, because you already know is a very intuitive energy. When you already know something, you know what I'm saying, it's very intuitive, and you had the moon to start this month off. So now with all this shadow energy and all this invisible energy, you know, shielding yourself from compassion and fulfillment, now at the end of October, there's something here about a lack of confidence. There's something that you don't know. So you're not confident. And the reason why you don't know, Gemini, is because you're not being confident. Because if we were to turn both of these cards upside down, right side up, then this would be you being confident in something that you already know. And we have the 42, okay? So that's 6. So this has to do with your lifestyle. This might have to do with money or finances or career or something like that. So there may be something you already know about, like something that's your real environment. Maybe it's about an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I would love if this was right side up, because I think that you guys do have a certain intuition ending October because of that full moon in your 12th house. So yeah, this would be someone who's confident in what they already know. Someone who's confident in their intuition, but we have it in 2 cards fell in reverse. So your world's just a little bit upside down ending October, Gemini. You know, there is a lack of confidence. You're feeling a little insecure about something because you don't know it yet. There's something that you don't know yet at the end of October, okay? And to clarify the end of October, we do have the 10 of Pentacles, so there is some kind of completion going on. This could have to do with your family. It could have to do with generations or heritage. You know, this could have to do with financial security, because the 10 of Pentacles is like financial abundance, So maybe you just don't know what to do as far as money. Maybe you're not feeling very confident financially. Maybe you're not feeling very confident in, abundance. Because this is the family card. Maybe you're not feeling very confident in the security of your home. Ten of Pentacles talks about a home, a job, a career, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe there's some kind of earth sign involved with this energy too. But it's really interesting here, Gemini, the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a completion. You're like very close to the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you guys are just seeking like a new job, but you're not very confident in changing jobs right now or changing financial security because you don't know if you secured the bag. You know what I mean? Like, this is somebody who's not confident because they don't know if this job is going to pay enough. They don't know all the details. This is physical. This is physical finance, the material. So there's something that you don't have physical proof of, even though at the beginning of the month there was a very spiritual, otherworldly, soul, intuitive knowing. And you might have been shielding yourself from what you already knew at the beginning of the month. And now at the end of the month, you have lost your ability to know or see something, but only in the physical realm, Gemini. This is earth energy. So you don't already know. You don't know something physical. You don't have physical proof or financial proof. You don't know. And it's linked to money. There's something that you don't know about a Virgo or a Taurus or a Capricorn. There's something that you're not confident about financially or family-wise or your home. Something like that. So this is a very interesting reading. I feel like even though the you already know card is in reverse, telling me that there's something you don't know, I feel like you do know it, Gemini. You've just kind of shielded yourself from your emotions. You've shielded yourself. Yeah, you're right now, your emotional space, aka your intuition, you're kind of focused on something that didn't work out. So because of that, your intuition is kind of paying the price. And it makes sense why you're not really confident in what you know. You're questioning things. You're questioning this earth sign. You're questioning your emotional stability. You're questioning whether you should complete this career, this job. You're questioning whether you should move. Some of you are questioning financial stability in your future. Like, am I going to have enough money to do this? Am I going to have enough money to confidently move forward towards my own destiny? So in just a little bit here, we're going to go over the underlying energy, but I just feel kind of weird as the tarot reader. So I'm going to look at these cards a little bit and see if there's any other messages that come up. So yeah, I think that there's a lack of confidence because of the amount of invisibility going on in October. Like, there's just so much unknown shit going on as far as invisible and the moon and shielding and all that. It's kind of a darker negative energy. So there's just something that you can't see, Gemini. And it's interesting because you definitely can't see it here. And this is a compassionate relationship behind you. Yeah, maybe you just don't know how someone else feels, or you don't know someone else's truth. But there is an energy here about you not being able to see, okay? You not being able to see. And that would make any person want to shield themselves from offers and shield themselves from compassion. But it's interesting, you do need compassion in your present moment. So for some of you, there may be a relationship that comes in your present moment that in a depressive state that kind of, this person here needs compassion and love, okay? Even if it's hidden, even if it's invisible. Like, yeah, in your present moment, I don't think you guys are getting enough compassion from your relationships. Or maybe you guys are just single. So when you're single, you can either, look to the positivity of the future, of love in your future, or you can choose to stay single and, like, dwell on the relationships that didn't work out. And I feel like there's something here about secrets on your behalf or the behalf of others. And I think that's what you guys are protecting yourself from. Like, you don't want a cup full of secrets, because all those ever did was dump out. You guys want honesty and compassion. And you want to regain your confidence financially and physically, like confidence in general. You guys like to know things. Gemini is filled with information. So when you take a Gemini and you put them in a situation where they really don't know, they don't have any clarity, like Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius all require clarity to move forward. So it makes sense why you're kind of stuck in your present moment in this invisible realm. because you don't know what direction to go in yet, especially if it's a job or something, or if it's something to do with your family. You know, you just don't really know if this money's coming in or not yet, okay? And it's been a battle. So let's move on here to the underlying energy, and we'll talk about why this is all here. We have fulfillment. There is something hidden that fulfills you this month, the Gemini. It's maybe you don't even feel fulfilled, but you're secretly getting fulfilled this month because of your lack of confidence, which is strange. But this is something that you're summoning, just like Pisces, just like Sagittarius. The summoning card. So you're summoning your own fulfillment. Gemini is really entering. There's some kind of ritual. Okay, this is you entering October. This is the 13, magical number. Maybe the 13th of October was important, but you guys are doing some really hidden rituals. Okay, to summon your own enlightenment, to summon your own darkness. Maybe you're shielding yourself from hexes and stuff. But yeah, you guys are the summoners. So you're summoning something invisible. You're summoning something in the shadows this month, because this does talk about rituals and summoning energy, okay? And you guys could just be doing that by speaking things into existence, or by, you know, whatever you guys do as Geminis. I think you guys summon a lot through your words. Maybe some of you guys are summoning a home environment or some kind of wish that you want to see come true. Because we do have the 13. 3 plus 1 is 4. So this is emotion. This is home environment. I do see home environment for some of you. Some of you guys really just want to move homes, and you're trying to summon that with all that you are. And, you know, as far as your lack of confidence, Gemini, you can summon confidence for yourself too, just by writing down, I am confident. I already know that I am confident. Or I already know that I'm not confident. So I ask that the universe send me an abundance of confidence so that I can stand firm on my own. Because this card is also why confidence in reverse is on the table. So maybe you guys are not, maybe you guys don't have confidence that this thing is going to come to fruition in October. But if I were you, I would really turn that around and basically just tell yourself that you already know this is going to come true. Some of you guys don't feel very confident in the rituals you're doing secretly, but trust me, Gemini, it's coming up here, okay? So shielding, compassion. Some of you guys are really shielding from relationships away. Like, stay away. It's Venus retrograde. You're gross. But we have you are safe, and we have this white horse. This reminds me of the Knight of Swords. So there's something that you guys need to know, that you're safe where you are right now. You're very safe where you are. You're safe because you're shielding. You are safe because the universe is shielding you from certain. I think some of you guys got out of false relationships. You know, Gemini's just hella protected this month, and your safety is coming up. Shielding, okay? So you are safe. If you guys are in relationships, even though there's a lot going on, you are safe in this compassionate relationship. But you guys don't know that you're safe. You're not feeling very safe. You don't feel very safe at all. Some of you guys could be dealing with psychic attack, because I have the moon and shielding. So this is like shielding yourself from shadows, shielding yourself from what you can't see. So this is psychic attack that some of you guys might be feeling, especially towards the beginning of October in your past. But yeah, we do have you are safe. So this is why you already know is in reverse too. So you guys don't feel very confident in the fact that you're safe. You don't really know. You don't have an inner knowing that you're safe. So hopefully this reading helps you to remember that you're not only safe, but you're also very special. Gemini, this you are special card comes out so much for you guys. So you are fucking special. You're twins. You know what I'm saying? No one else has twins. So just release, just relax. Find some sort of new way to express yourself, especially during Libra season. Okay, we have a few more days of Libra season. But headed into Scorpio, this is going to be very deep. You know, this is going to be when all that lifestyle stuff comes up. This is lifestyle. This is routine. This is security. All that serious stuff. Okay? And Scorpio is a very intuitive energy. So you have to mix intuition in with your lifestyle. Like, maybe there's something that you secretly already know about your life. Like, you know you have to move. You know you want to change jobs. Or maybe there's something you already know about your money. Okay, Gemini? But the universe wants you to know that you are safe. You are safe to, you know, join someone in compassion. You are very safe and shielded in October, okay? Now, the reason why the moon in the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles is on the table is because of the 9 of Wands. Okay, so we do have someone here who's very wounded, someone who's fought a lot of battles. This is a fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and underneath is the Ace of Swords. So this might have to do with your clarity. You guys might be battling for clarity right now with all these shadows, right? With all these shadows. Maybe there's something here about your dark twin not supplying enough clarity for you guys in October, but that's okay. Let your dark twin drive, because your dark twin knows how to get through these energies. And then clarity, you guys are fighting for clarity, so there will be clarity. There will be clarity. I feel like some of you guys are battling really dark subconscious forces with this 12th house full moon. Now we have a Capricorn showing up. We have the devil, okay? So certain addictions, this is coming up. Remember I said shielding that fulfillment. Some of you guys are trying not to drink as much or smoke as much or something. This devil energy is something that is chained to you that you're gaining clarity over. You've been fighting this Capricorn, this devil, this codependent situation. You've been fighting these chains mentally for a very long time. Okay, this is the Lover's card in a very dark way. This is not a connection. It's an attachment. So there's something just sucking off of you guys, or it used to be, because I see this changing karmically. Capricorn energy coming up, really important for you guys, but this is something that you're battling. Battling demons for clarity. You're battling your own mental demons. This is like battling your own mental demons for clarity, okay? This Ace of Swords could easily cut those chains away, or they could just take the chains off, but you know, they're kind of being manipulated. So yeah, fighting manipulative forces, fighting toxicity. I even seen you guys fighting toxicity at the beginning of October, but we have the Wheel of Fortune here, guys. So this is all about to change, okay, Gemini? This is all about to change. This is the Wheel of Karma, really turning things in your favor. And so if it is a home environment, then yes, we have the Ten of Cups. So this is still in your energy for October. Some of you guys are really wanting a change in environment when it comes to your home and abundance, maybe children or families involved. We do have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is an emotional completion. This is some sort of love or relationship completion. This is just the energy that's changing. Things are going to change back to the light, back to the happiness. And it may feature a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or maybe this is just your energy. You're trying to really put your foot down physically so that you can have stability within your home. The King of Pentacles is all about financial stability. And that's what you guys are wanting in October, because I can tell that you don't know something about your finances. And this has been quite the burden. Now we have a third 10. The only 10 you're missing is the Ten of Swords, which is kind of cool because the Ten of Swords is gnarly. So, you know, the battle is not over. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands, now we have the Ten of Wands. So you are ending a battle, and there are going to be new messages that come in, new fulfillment emotionally. Yes, Nine of Cups. There's some kind of wish coming in for you guys, and it's a financial wish, because you guys are really carrying a lot of financial burdens. And that might be linked to this subconscious. Maybe you guys are linked to someone codependently. Maybe you guys are like maybe there's a financial leech around you, you know? But this is you battling that and gaining clarity over the dark. Definitely gaining clarity over the dark. Everything is about to change with this Ten of Cups. Happiness is coming in, guys. You just have to wait for that wheel. This is Jupiter moving into your 7th house of relationships soon in November. This is Jupiter opposing you, and I don't want you guys to think that that's bad luck, because it isn't. Jupiter is going to be directly across from you, and you guys are going to be able to see eye to eye. So this is you literally slaying demons, Gemini. Slaying your own mental demons. This is mental. I feel like these battles are very mental. This is the dark corners of your mind that you're kind of battling, okay? So we have that Nine of Wands to tell me that you are battling something emotionally. You are battling something that's invisible. It's really hard. Have you guys ever played a video game where like you're fighting some kind of boss character, but the boss character has the ability to be invisible? So sometimes you can see it, and then all of a sudden it'll go invisible, and so it becomes that much harder to fight that thing. So yeah, Gemini, you guys are really fighting the unknown, the unseen, you know? You're fighting something intuitively, emotionally. Could have to do with a Pisces for some of you. But I just feel like this is a subconscious battle. Okay, this is a battle emotionally, which is exactly why in your present moment, your physical vessel is showing you this kind of energy. So you could be battling regret, battling something from the past. Maybe there's something from the past that isn't quite over because there's just one more battle. But yeah, these battles have to do with depression. Some of you guys are fighting battles of depression. Maybe some of you guys are fighting in relationships, because this Nine of Wands, man, just remember, this is all about your own clarity, okay? This is so that you're going to be victorious. This is Ace of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's a conversation, it's clarity, it's victory, it's a new beginning mentally. This is what you need, a new beginning mentally. So you are going to be very victorious in these battles, straight up. Victorious in these battles, and look what you're fighting. You're going to beat this boss character, this like super like weird, like creepy, lustful energy, and then everything's going to change and you're going to get your happiness back. But first, you have to win against your own mind, Gemini. The devil is not some scary guy underneath the ground in fire. The devil is you. The devil is me. The devil is anyone who's operating at a lower vibrational frequency. Just like God. God is you. God is me. God is when anyone is operating at a love energy, a higher frequency. So I do know that you guys are battling these completions financially. Some of you guys are just like staying at a job, like, okay, I'll just stay a couple more weeks, see how this goes. But this is a completion. You guys had 3 tens, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. So there's a lot here completing for you, and I think you know that in order to complete these cycles and to start new, you're going to have to keep fighting. But one thing that you do get is the Ace of Swords. So that means that you guys have skipped past the pain. You know, the 10 of Swords is like a betrayal. Maybe you're just not feeling defeated because you jump from, you know, there is no swords. You don't have the 10 of Swords, but you do have the Ace of Swords. So that means that you've already fought the 10 of Swords. You've already gained victory over these battles with these demon slayers, and then you get your happiness back. You get your foundation back, because there are financial burdens. Okay, so this right here, this is something that you don't know about. Something is invisible. You don't know something financially, so that's where the battle is mainly coming from. So yeah, Gemini, this is really interesting. This is obviously crossing. Okay, so this is conflict. The compassion in your relationship may be conflicted by invisible depression. Someone's really secretly depressed in the situation. They're trying to hide what they feel, even though they're hella defensive. So that could be you or someone you're dealing with, but you are safe to summon these energies. Even though you're fighting all those battles with those demons, the universe still wants you to know that you are safe to move forward intellectually. And you know, Gemini, as a Pisces, I can tell you every day there are certain things that I can't see. There's certain things that I don't know, right? But not knowing to me is knowing entirely, if that makes sense. When I don't see something physically, I almost can see it better. Okay, I've been saying that a lot this month, the fact that we can see better in the darkness. So in order to gain clarity over these battles and over, you know, what's deeply hidden within you, causing this depression or causing this kind of regret, whatever's causing this lack of confidence as well, you know, it's all about just allowing yourself to see in a new way. I'm surprised the Hanged Man didn't come up here, because I feel that you're being very enlightened around this time, but maybe there's even some stuck energy. But either way, you need to look at this in a different way. Okay? Because just because it's not intellectual or factual or truthful, it doesn't mean that it's not there. It doesn't mean that, you know, I'm thinking you're learning that this month, about the hidden thoughts of other people and stuff like that, what fulfills you. Okay, Gemini, so hopefully this made sense. Okay, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I will be talking about the Taurus full moon in a few days, which is going to be very important for you guys, because that's a 12th house full moon, which means the next full moon is going to be in your sign. So get ready for all these intuitive, psychic, emotional, soul energies, because the moon is a deep motherfucker. Okay, so right now it's just important for you to, you know, embody the darkness, allow yourself to remain hidden so that you can deal with these emotions and deal with these secretive energies, follow your intuition, continue battling these fights and wars to gain your own victory. And, you know, that full moon in your 12th house will really release a lot of subconscious emotion, which will help you in your present moment. So I will talk to you guys on that full moon, and if I don't see you there, I'll talk to you in November. Okay, see you later.